Hi, it's Elizabeth, and I am here in Costa Rica. I came because the pain body in West Palm Beach is too close to where, like, the Antichrist, the most evil person, just a dark pedophile and rapist. And, even, they say they own the police department there. And they have ICE now, which is the largest personal military. I mean, women and children are already vulnerable under this man who is a pedophile and a known rapist. Just think about the crimes that are happening in the secrets and the families of the homes where most of the crimes are white, middle-aged white men. That's what Tim Tebow's foundation says, that most men that rape are men that know us and that are white men, and frequently our fathers, our stepfathers. My stepbrother held me as a child sex slave for 3 years. I have, because Maryland doesn't have a statute of limitations. In Florida, cops don't give a shit. It's a haven for pedophiles and rapists in Florida. I I have an open SVU case, one of the oldest SVU cases. I wrote about it on LinkedIn. I started to talk about what he had done to my body as a child. He fractured my skull. They fractured my skull. I was trafficked in two places, two states, Maryland and Florida. He fractured my skull, gave me trigeminal neuralgia. I kept all my shit together. Psychology professor, mom of three, trauma therapist, rape crisis counselor. I trained with a sex therapist because I was trying to figure that shit out too. I'm a bibliophile. I read books, learn it, apply it, and then share it. And so that's how I kind of got myself out of child sex slavery, enslavement, victimology, because that can kill you and will kill you. It'll give you a heart attack. It'll kill your nervous system. It'll make you an addict. Believe me, child sex abuse is torture. It's a form of torture. We do what PTSD war soldiers do, but we do it as kids. Rape in childhood is a form of torture. Child sex abuse is a form of torture. You've got to know that. And right now, that's what white men, are doing to the women and children in this country. And it's a humanitarian crisis. We need to speak about this. We need to end American child rape and rape culture. We need to remember that we are all, and this is when I'm writing my book about Christ consciousness, and it has nothing to do with the name Christ consciousness, but it's that idea of something that is actually, it has nothing to do with religion. It's actually the truth of what the term means is used correctly. Is Christ consciousness is a state of awareness, an energy shift, a frequency, and a way of being. It's the energy that the person called Jesus embodied. Christ consciousness holds a frequency that lifts a conscious collective into knowing self as source energy, as an aspect of God or as an expression of God. And so in this book, what I'm telling you is that even though, like, if someone, child sexually abused you and was, a religious God knows, you never know. There's so many horrible, horrible, dark men in this earth right now, in America, because I'm in Costa Rica. It's really peaceful and lovely here. There's no war vibe and we want to rape you and burn down your country vibe and steal everything from you, because he's trying to hide that he's a pedophile and a rapist. Come on, guys. Get off your ass, law enforcement. Arrest the president. And let me, have calm and peace. I need to stay probably here and stay away from Florida for as long as I can, because I don't want to feel the energy of the pain body that he creates. And it is fierce, especially if you're a child sex abuse victim and you were tortured as a child. That is like massive triggering. I couldn't get my body I couldn't regulate my body. I was starting to really, break apart again. And I already had a breakdown at age 50. Like, I couldn't take that shit anymore. I was being raped. I didn't have a very good husband. He thought he owned my body because I was a child sex slave. And I was a child sex slave for 3 years, so I didn't know that my body was my own. I'm still learning. I'm 59 years old, and I'm only learning now that my body is my own, and that I have to take care of it. I have to walk on the beach, and I have to feed it vegetables, even if I don't want them. And then I have to drink enough water and, hopefully be able to make enough money from my book, making and my documentary, Making Darkness Visible, so I can afford health insurance. I mean, that's really all I want. I want to be able, I want to be able to, be okay. And then I'll share all the techniques and tools that I have with every mental health person who wants it. I'll just be like, you pay what you think you want, and I'll teach it to you, because it is a gift. As a mental health therapist, it is an absolute gift to bring spirituality, the aspect of source energy into it. It helps kind of right the whole boat, and then it gives you that space of complete homeostasis and peace, where they can choose something other than an old history, old trauma, old emotion, and then shift just a little bit further into, this feels good. What do I want now? Well, maybe I want to create something new. And maybe I want to bring more love into my life. And maybe I want to bring, more this sense of frequency of energy that I'm carrying right now, which is the energy of source energy, of the Christ consciousness, of what I was talking about. It's a frequency of knowing who you are, what you are, and how you serve. We are all expressions of God, of the creator, of source. I had a near-death experience. Believe me, I came back. I got taught all this stuff really fast. What we are, who we are, what we are. We are human beings. We make these choices. Like, it was really hard for me, especially with this book, to think that I made the choice to suffer from child sex slavery for 3 years in this lifetime, and that God let that happen to me. But somehow it did. And I'm a hero, because I broke that ancestral bond of incest and horrible things that men do. I broke that. That will never happen again. And if I'm successful with my book and my documentary, we'll end American child rape culture, which then helps end the world child rape and rape culture that exists everywhere. Please connect with me, please. Know I am in Costa Rica, and that I am grounded by the divine Mother Earth, because it's the most biodiverse place on the earth. And I came here for this reason, so I could feel calm enough to talk about 3 years of, it's only one chapter that I'm like, I only have one chapter, because everything else is, how do you heal from child sex abuse? And I created a tool called God Spotting that helps you do exactly what I was talking about, creating homeostasis, moving into a place of peace, where you can choose something other than history, and you can create something beautiful or new. And so know that there's hope in this, that I was a child sex slave. My rapist and pedophile is named Paul Belt. He lives in Catonsville, Maryland. I have an open SVU case because I talked about it, so I encourage you to talk about it always on every social media platform, and to everybody, including cops. End American child rape and rape culture today. Thank you. Connect with me.